If you spent 5 minutes online lately, you've probably seen a guru pitching rental real estate property as the ultimate passive income cheat code. Just buy a duplex, sit back, relax, collect some checks from the beach, right? Wrong. In the real world, being a landlord is a second job, sometimes a full-time second job, not a paid vacation. Today, we're going to bust the myth of the passive income rental property. We'll look at the hidden costs and benefits of being a landlord, and we'll show you where the true put your feet up passive income actually lives. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to put your money if you want it to work for you without getting the 2 a.m. phone call about the broken water heater. I'm Alex Weiss from Napier Financial. I spent my career helping people build wealth without losing their minds. Now let's get into it. Real estate is an incredible way to build wealth, but it's ultimately a business, not a simple savings account. And let's just address the internet meme. Buying one or two rental properties doesn't give you instant freedom, and you can just manage that property from yourself from the beach in Tahiti. Think about the 3 T's of real estate: tenants, toilets, and trash. If you own the property, you now own the problems. And one of the pushbacks we always get is, well, I'll just hire a property manager. Sure, you can, but now A, they require a lot of money, but B, now you're gonna have to manage them. Ultimately, it still is going to fall in your lap and take some mental energy. Owning a rental property is similar to adopting a puppy. It's rewarding. It can be great long term, but you don't just leave the puppy in the yard and ignore it. It requires constant feeding. You want to train it. You have to clean up after it, take it to the vet. You actually have to care for that for it to be a good, rewarding relationship. If you think I'm exaggerating, let me tell you about a story of a client of ours who learned this story the hard way. Let me share one of those stories with you. And I love using my college buddy's name, so let's call him Dave. Dave bought a great 2-family home, Metro Boston area, thinking it was going to help him get ready for retirement a little early. First year went great. Bought the place at, quote, the right price, had the right tenants. Second year, not so great. One of the tenants lost their jobs. Then they just stopped paying rent. And not only was the move out process tough, but they left the place an absolute wreck. Dave didn't just lose money. He lost his weekends painting, fixing drywall, fixing toilets, stressed out, having to go through the legal process. Ultimately, Dave realized his passive investment was paying him less than minimum wage when he factored everything in. Dave eventually sold the property, and what he did with his money next is the secret to what we consider actual passive income. True passive income means your money is working for you while you're asleep, with zero effort on your part. What you really want to do is you want to write the check, you want to hold the asset, and ultimately you want to get paid with no physical labor required. A few ways of doing that. One is your more traditional route with ETFs and mutual funds, where you're buying a basket of stocks and or bonds that are paying you. And why is that important? Because there's CEOs of all these companies that are ultimately the holders behind these funds, that they're getting paid a lot of money to make next year better than this year, and you're going to be rewarded for that by doing nothing outside of holding the asset. Or you can get a little bit more specific on buying dividend-paying stocks or dividend-paying funds. These companies send you a slice of their profits every quarter or semi-annually or annually, depending on the company, right to your bank account. And you get to choose the bank account. Just you have to make sure that strategy works for you. Then you have alternative investments. That could be limited partnerships. That could be, private debt instruments. But if you really want to own a piece of that, you want to write the check and have that professional make sure that they handle all the headaches, not you. And ultimately that those funds or that money is there when it's supposed to be. Contrast that 0-hour work week to something that you're managing many hours at a rental property. It's just night and day. So before you buy the duplex, let's look at the bottom line. Let's get to the 3 key takeaways. Number 1, real estate is an active business. If you are not ready for a second full-time job, don't buy a standalone rental property. Number 2, true passive income requires zero sweat equity. Emphasis on the sweat equity portion. Number 3, you can build significant passive income while creating wealth using standard market tools like funds, ETFs, dividend-paying stocks, and specific alternative investments. Look, you work hard for your money. You shouldn't have to work a second shift just to make it grow. If you're trying to figure out the best way to build a truly passive income stream for your retirement, let's talk. Click the link below in the description to schedule a quick, no pressure meeting with my team here at Napier Financial. We'll help you build a plan so you actually enjoy your nights and weekends. Also, I want to hear from you. Have you ever owned your own rental property, heard a crazy landlord horror story? Weird, but I love them. Drop them in the comments below. I love to read all of the stories. Thanks for spending time with me today. Remember, wealth is about buying back your time, not giving it away to fix a leaky sink on a Saturday night when you should be out with your friends and family and people that you appreciate. I'm Alex Weiss. Next time, we'll be talking about understanding investment risk and actually know what your risk is and where it's held inside your managed funds. See you then.